Hi, I'm Chrissy, and this is my Ford Focus and my tiny teardrop trailer, and I'm traveling across the United States to start a brand new life. And I'll be documenting everything here.
Oh, so it's been about a week since the last video I recorded. I haven't sent anything out yet because things have been in chaos since then. Lost my job. That was kind of expected. I don't think they liked me complaining about mask mandates, among other things. So they let me go. My boyfriend broke up with me. My boyfriend of 10 years, who I have stood with through a whole lot of stuff, decided he was not in love with me anymore and broke up with me. So I went out to stay with my mom for a week, and now I'm back. They were going to ship my car, which I am in currently. They were going to ship my car and my trailer to me in North Carolina because that's where my mom is. But I decided I needed to do this for myself. I needed to have this time to heal, to get past my heartbreak, to find out who I am by myself. Because I have never actually been by myself. I have always had my kids. When I had the kids, I met Greg, and Greg and I became a couple, and we've been together ever since. The kids moved out and I still had Greg. So I have never actually been completely by myself. No, nothing to fall back on. I have a couple of friends who might send some help if I need it. My mom will send some help if she can. But really, I'm on my own for the first time in my life. And it's scary, but it's kind of exhilarating. I've been out in North Carolina for a week. And for that week, I cried buckets. I begged whatever was listening to fix this. I didn't really complain to Greg anymore because he made his choice. And I've come to the conclusion that these last 2 years have been really tough on me. They've been hard on a lot of people. Mask mandates and now vaccine mandates, and where you can go and where you can't, and what businesses can be open, and it's been tough on a lot of people. There's higher suicide rates, there's higher domestic violence, there's higher crime rates. Everything is stressing people out. And I was one of those people. I could not just go along to get along. I couldn't just accept that this was the new normal. It was driving me insane. And he chose now to break up with me when I'm at my lowest. So you hear that comment of, if he can't take me at my worst, he doesn't deserve me at my best. I've always thought it was a stupid comment because a lot of the people who say that, they're terrible people, and they shouldn't be taken at their worst. But really, my worst right now, I've been struggling with depression. I've been struggling with lack of motivation. Depression leads to inability to do the things that you love. Your passion falls, and so I've been dealing with writer's block. I threw myself into my writing for quite some time, and then the lockdowns happened, and COVID happened, and my tumor happened, and I hadn't been writing because the stress of life was getting to me. And today, this last week. It took a while, but I'm finally writing again. And I found that the way I was able to write again was, first I would write down letters to Greg, telling him what I was thinking and what I was feeling. Letters he's never going to see because we're not talking to each other anymore. But it was my way of getting that stress out of my system. And then I can burn them. Because I use a computer, delete them. But it was my way of processing what was going on in my head. And I found after I did that, the tears didn't go away, but they stopped for a little bit. And I could focus, and I could write. And so I've actually finished like 3 chapters on my novel. That's something I haven't been able to do for a year. And I feel accomplished. I published a coloring book last week, or a couple weeks ago, before I left. I am feeling more myself, which is crazy to say when my world has revolved around helping others, making other people happy, my children, my boyfriend, living for their passions, and suddenly I can live on my own. So I'm taking this journey, and here I am at my storage unit, big orange door. While I was in North Carolina with my mother, my ex put my things in my storage unit. I have no idea what's in there, what it looks like. I know my trailer's in there. My trailer with no hitch. I have a week. I have a week to get ready, a week to finish this, and a week to get on the road. Because after this week, well, I'm not paying for the storage unit after this month. I can't give back, so I'm not going to do that. So I want to take everything with me. Greg did say that anything I left behind he would throw away for me, so I didn't have to worry about that. And then I'm done. Done in Seattle. The reason I am back here to begin with is because he was kind enough to buy me a plane ticket back so my mom bought me a ticket to go to North Carolina to clear my head, to be with family for a little bit, which was very helpful. I'm grateful she did that, because when you're going through a breakup, especially one that's been, I was totally blindsided. I didn't know things were that bad. So that's fine. But I had her support, which helped a lot. And she's going through everything because she's trying to buy her house, and her house keep getting delayed. And so I was there to support her for that. And she's supporting me for my breakup, and we're doing okay. But I need this. I need this opportunity to do something on my own, to drive across the country with my trailer and start a new life. I can do this. I'm not as scared as I thought I would be. And I think part of that is that last year when I had the tumor and I thought I was going to die because I wasn't able to, there was struggles getting the medical treatment and everything until I got to Seattle, and it was growing so fast. I thought I was going to die. And I would have if we hadn't gotten to Seattle in time. But during that time, I started to come to terms with mortality and life, and now I just want to live whatever's left of my life free. And I think that realization, but this opportunity to leave Seattle, where the lockdowns are worse, where everybody's wearing masks all the time, and everybody's grumpy and unhappy, to leave here and go places where everybody's happy. Nobody's wearing masks out there. I was in North Carolina. I got on the other side of TSA and I didn't have to wear a mask inside the airport. There's announcements all the time, and you know, most of the people are wearing them, but there's 10% of the people not wearing masks, just walking around, just doing their thing, going from one gate to another, and nobody cares. And that's how it is all over the place. Nobody cares. It's an endemic disease. It's going to be with us forever. And it's time to accept that. And that's where I'm at. I accept the risk. I accept that I might die. I almost died last year. I almost died alone in a hospital where I couldn't see my children because people were more afraid of the disease, of this one disease, than a very real thing that was killing me. I'm done. I'm done worrying about everything. And I finally feel free. Anyway, so I'm going to open my storage unit, see what's inside, and go from there. It's going to be interesting.